How can I be of aid? To Ogham, then. Hopefully they've had time to rebuild. There is something very wrong in these lands. It is not corruption. It is something far older, far darker. I must search my memories. Give me time. The longer one lives, the heavier the weight of time. I must cast myself into the realm within, seeking states of mind, seeking the man I was in a given era. Despair has taken my poetry from me. In my divine youth, I was quite a passionate soul. And in that era, we fought for the light. Time is short. Make haste.
Welcome back. It is good to see you.
And you're alive!
Much has happened since you've been gone. Please, speak to Renly. He's our reluctant leader now. We call it the Blackwood now because it is overrun by darkness. It was once a beautiful forest known to us as the Bell Timber. But now, we dare not go there. The sun never reaches the forest floor, and cultists have made it their home.
It's the same sort of darkness we saw in Freythorn. The whispering, creeping, lurking shite that killed all my friends.
It's all right. You've got a new family now.
Yeah, I do.
The darkness creeping across our lands is some remnant of corruption. The being that whispers from beyond. It's an opportunist.
Kicking us while we're down. We saw this coming too. Saw them take hold of Freythorn.
What scares me the most? The cultists. They're not insane. They choose to follow the King in the Mists. They're not mad. They're fanatics.
I think the Thane and Lady of Holten made a deal. Reckon they felt vulnerable after all that happened here in Ogham. Many think they were forced into all of this, but I think they were willing.
I fear you may be right. Good luck.
Aye? Got to admit, he's done a good job.
In this time of struggle, Renly's the good man we need.
He doesn't want to be in charge, and that's exactly why he should be.
I'm surprised to hear you support him so openly.
Oh, I can still bend his ear now and then. It works out.
Is that so?
Yep. Can't have people think I've gone soft. Got a reputation to uphold.
Oh, you've got a reputation, all right. No need to worry about that.
Not everything's beans and cheese. Even under Renly, I pushed to have the clanless, well, what's left of him, fill the ranks. To join the clans. But that's not up to him. He can't change how people are.
These trying times have brought out the best in us, but also the worst.
I'm gonna rebuild Freythorn, I am. Even though I'm not clanless anymore. I need to do it. I'll build that palace in the trees, the one I told you about, with 2 stocked kitchens. Just, well, it won't be for me anymore, it'll be for them. Bye.
What brings you here? Your timing is impeccable. We could sorely use your aid.
That is unfortunate. We have great need of you and your fellow Ezomytes.
By the first ones. You're calling us to war? Our people do owe you a debt, but right now, Ogham is on the brink of destruction once more. We can't sleep. We can't move. We can't rebuild. We're being picked off in the dead of night. One by one, our people are being dragged off into the darkness. Only the distant sound of screams gives us a clue as to what has happened.
This sounds serious.
Our neighbors in Holten, Thane Wulfric and Lady Elswith, have lost their bloody minds. Bloodletting, torture, pain, misery, and death. That's all that lies in wait for those stolen off to Holten. Look, now I understand you need us, but we can't leave this place undefended in the face of this. Help us once more, and we'll come to your aid.
I will do this thing you ask of me.
Good. We've still not rebuilt the roads the Count destroyed, so you'll have to take a harrowing route. Of late, We call it the Blackwood, for it's become home to darkness and madness. You'll find a path to reach it through the crops. Una knows more about the Blackwood's curse. I dare not go there. Should you need to, call on her. The Thanedom of Holten is closest to us by land. Their Thanes have long been our Count's right-hand men. We don't even consider ourselves separate. We intermarry all the time and share in the harvest. Well, it's bad enough when Thane Wulfric refused to help us due to the Count's madness. Stealing people away when we're vulnerable. It's unthinkable. We thought that Thane Wulfric and Lady Elswith might have been driven mad by corruption. But Holten and the Blackwood, are suffering from a far different malady. Cultists walk their streets, darkness clouds their land, and whispers hound any who travel there. Finn told us how it reminds him of Freythorn. The bloodletting, the rituals. It's horrible to think an entire Thanedom has fallen. Travelers report terrible things happening in Holten. Those who refuse to join the cult are ritually cut. Warnings written in blood on doors and on the stone of the roads. That was the last we heard. I've no doubt it's gotten worse. Creeping darkness has spread even further, it seems. The Ogham of old would have stamped out this madness with strength of arm and heart. Ogham's the maiden at the end of the bridge, so to speak. Right now, we're working on food and clean water. There were a fair number of survivors hiding in the woods. A stroke of fortune, but that comes with needs. For now, we're just happy to survive each day, and each night.
We kill this wretch first, then we finish what we started.
Both flame and frost shall fail you.
By your fists! I frenzy you! Flames consume all! What is it?
Opposed, yet they meet the same end. Cold!
By the order of the Red Thane, they still resist our new master's message. But hunger does wonders for a man's faith. Raze their fields, kill their cattle, crush their resistance, but keep them alive. We need worship, not corpses. Bring them to Wolvenhold. Oswin will take care of the rest. Tarry not. The Wendigo watches from the shadows. If we dally, it will know.
This stone bristles with old magic. Its purpose eludes me, but the world feels altered somehow.
King in the Mists claims this wood. I guard what is his.
Fell spectre!
Rowan!
You will not bind me here!
Suffocate! Rowan! Rowan! Go ahead and die! The mist!
All that thunder. Yet you die with a whimper.
They spirits. What are they doing? It seems they gather here for a reason. Seems they were trapped within that cursed one. With their aid, perhaps you'll be able to pass through the Blackwood. It worked. They will guide you. How are you? This henge was one of the first sites the Ezomytes built when newcomers taught us runes so very long ago. I knew it would still hold power. As the song goes, the darker the night, the brighter the rune light. The Fae spirits heard us. They'll show you the way.
Both flame and frost shall fail you.
Rot before us in eternal autumn, bell timber bark, wilt to ruin by word and curse of the Everdark. Catch their screams and hold them close, then still their eyes. Deliver them to us by the morn, so the Wendigo may drink them dry. Against the dead of night, the Blackwood coils forth and craves. Now you, worthy Fellspring, follow the unlight all your days.
I've played this game before.
We swore our oaths to the First Ones, beneath the same stars that lit their hunt. Yet one by one, those stars flicker and fade, and in their place, darkness. The absence of warmth, endless, inescapable. Now come the whispers, no longer faint, but gnawing at the marrow. With each word we are unmade. Soon we will be but hollow vessels, our oaths devoured.
Perhaps not.
By the order of the Red Thane, mark the walls, mark their doors, mark their fate. The Wendigo beckons. We must rise to the occasion. Those that deny his voice must pay with blood. Use it to rouse the side of the heretical. Brandish it. Once marked, Oswin will have them, and so shall we. Lend your ear to the voice. Drink your fill of that sweet embrace. Give yourself to the eternal night.
Dear Oswin, the Red Thane and I are thrilled with your attention to detail. The scarlet bathing was an exquisite moment that we shall not soon forget. That you were able to acquire so many heretical younglings in such a short time. Well, we cannot thank you enough. The whispers grow deeper. He sees us. He sees you. We shall know unfathomable prosperity by his grace. The Red Thane, the Pale Bride, and their loyal hound. A hound most faithful, a hound most strong. I must away, for tonight I shall dance once more. Join us to feast. Look upon me as you will, Elswith.
Another pit for the beds.
You'll die for your crimes! But it may bring them peace.
Hey, you.
It is good to see you. There is a henge at the center of the Stones of Searle. We could try to summon the Fey spirits there.
Them old stones, eh? There's a strange power there. An old power. Makes your hair stand on end some days.
It was one of the first sites the Ezomytes built when newcomers taught us runes so very long ago. That's why I hold out hope that we can still be heard. As the song goes, the darker the night, brighter the rune light. If I can reach the Fey spirits, they will help you push through the darkness of the Blackwood. They can show you the way. We keep our history in the form of songs. I don't exactly know how runes were first brought to us. All we know is that newcomers arrived and gave us knowledge in exchange for food and shelter. One song says, "There came a great storm, crashing across the sky. There came a great need, or the sodden would die." A children's tale speaks of Fey folk who became human, a tribe that appeared out of a ring of runes in the forest.
I guess I never really thought about all the rune stones lying all over Farrell before. They just were. Always have been there.
Someone must know. The newcomers never moved on. Their names are part of our clan histories now.
Wait, so they, you know, were our ancestors?
Yes.
Well, that means I might never have been clanless. Maybe I'm from some long-lost clan of heroic types from far away.
Yes, darling. You might very well be a hero's descendant.
I friggin' knew it.
The henge at the center of the Stones of Sel was one of the first sites the Ezomytes built when the newcomers taught us runes so very long ago.
Yeah, those stones are creepy. There's an odd power there. An old power. Oof, makes your hair stand on end some days.
I knew it would still hold power. As the song goes, the darker the night, the brighter the rune light.
Yeah, it's true, too. Some nights, way back when, I'd huddle by a runestone all night. Just so the wolves wouldn't get me.
Not to worry. It's okay. You've got a home now.
Oh, don't think I'm not happy with it. I just dream big.
2 kitchens, 4 bedrooms. Yes, I know. Somehow the forces in the Blackwood know about the henge. The darkness has thickened around the site. It will not let us do this without a fight. You'll be in my songs.
Oi. Many of those stolen away were by the hand of that warden, that torturous fiend. You've done us a service.
My valiant Wulfric, you drive me forward, you give me purpose. I am but dust without you and him. But we must have more. My skin grows tired, my heart grows heavy. My brow wrinkles and my bosom betrays me. I must have what was promised. I must have his desire. Oswin will prepare the scarlet bathing. In a fountain of fatality, the lifeblood of youth shall make me whole. There you and your hound must take your renewed pale bride, as to please the watching master. I cannot wait. Yours, Elswith.
Soon you will serve our master.
Yes, I shall
They
dance!
dance while they're
I have danced
Aye.
with Scorpios. I'll dance with you too. Be still! Your blood!
Your shadow darkens Ezomyr no more.
I knew you'd handle it. You've never let us down. I thank you. Now, as promised, we're prepared to follow you into the great battle you spoke of. I've spoken on your behalf. The Thanes will answer the call. The clans will all join this war. If this is the end, you bloody well know the Ezomytes will go down fighting. Stick to the cards.
We must leave this place. It is best the Ezomytes come with us. If we survive what is coming, we will return here with force and face the origin of this nameless threat. But for now, we must away. At this time of year, I know where to find the Ardura Akara. Let us travel to the Vastiri.
I never tire at the sight of home.
It is good to see you.
Likewise, I have discovered that the beast is in Oriath, and we must wage war.
Yes, we have learned this as well, and have been looking for you. Your return is timely. I am making moves to gather the Akaras for war, but they will not follow my leadership unless this goes well. This year, because of what I am attempting to do, it has become my duty to oversee the gifting of water. In the city of Kima, the Akaras gather at the appointed time, as marked by the skies. There, we divide sacred water. We keep the river flowing, as it is said, the same waters that once flowed through Keth.
I am familiar. Is there a problem?
The Selkari, the sacred guardians of the first barrier, have not arrived. 3 nights before the gifting, they are to bring the barrier here. We cannot find them, nor have we received word. It is not mere chance that this has happened at such a time. There is an enemy at work. I am not permitted to know where the Selkari live. Zarka, can you entrust this knowledge to an outsider?
Yes, in times of need. This surely qualifies. You earned our trust by your care and service at Desha. Come closer, young one. I must speak to you privately.
My attempt at unification has not gone smoothly. As a people, we are stubborn. I'm sure you know this better than anyone. The gifting of water is an opportunity to air grievances and heal old wounds. It takes place at the last reservoir of the original 7 waters, the last true remnant of Geth's glory days. If I am to enlist the other Akaras in this war, I must do so at this ritual. The fact that they have chosen me to do this means they are at least open to moving forward. Did you abandon your tailwoman duties before they taught you this? Long ago, when the bounty of the land began to shift against us, we enacted traditions that would safeguard the future. Each Akara sends 1 Dekara per generation to the Selkari. Thus, they are loyal to all and to none. They watch over vast underground reserves that were built in Ket's fading days. For countless generations, the gifting of water meant pouring water into the reserves. Now, in this era of thirst and heat, we are given what our forebears set aside for us. When I drink, it is from water given to me by my mother, and her mother before her, their sacrifice, their resolve. The Grand Water Djinn, Rashi, is crucial to maintaining these reserves, which is why the Selkari's absence is so concerning. To keep the reserves from running dry, Rashi collects water from the winds throughout the seasons. She inhabits the first barrier. The Selkari bring her to us. We take her to the sacred site, and Rashi bleeds what she gathered. In this way, we replenish our reserves. Rashi is not a criminal, like so many others bound to barriers. She chose this duty. She could choose to move on at any time, to pass the burden to another. She has not yet done so. It is a grim and solemn duty. Each time she has bled of water, her screams are haunting. This existence, alone in all that I have seen in this world, I do not believe I could endure. She has my utmost respect. Fight to the last.
The location of the Selkari is closely guarded. You must never speak of it to anyone, or there will be consequences. Ascend the Tower of Abinai. At its height, you will find a guiding seal. Activate it, and you will be shown the way. There are certain steps that need to be taken to recognize a Sycamore of Sycamores. The gifting of water is a sign of solidarity between our Akaras. If it does not go well, the others may see it as a sign that Asala is too weak to lead. We cannot let that happen. For most, the Selkari's secrecy is kept on pain of death. But for you, there will be no violence. No. If you reveal this secret, I will tell embarrassing stories about you, and pass them down to those that come after me. You will be remembered, but not as a hero. As a bumbling fool, a subject of mockery. It is a form of retaliation worse than death, second only to being forgotten. Please do not force me to fulfill this duty. Do not wander.
Welcome back, my friend. I've been studying under Zarka to become a tailwoman. I now live in better conditions than I could ever have hoped for. And I owe it all to Asala. And to you. I tease. We do have serious business, however. The other Akaras must join the gifting of water if Asala is to become Sekema of Sekemas. The land is still plagued by the passing of the beast. They cannot get through. May I ask you, my friend, to journey out to the other end of the Kari crossing? The way is plagued by a great scorpion and a massive sandworm, both crazed by corruption. Slay them, so that the others can reach us.
A fine reward.
The scorpion and the worm are dead. 10,000 praises, my friend. I cannot thank you enough. Now, the other Akaras can join the gifting of water. The Ardura sleep wherever we must, like rice scattered in baskets. But I have my own pillow now. Have you ever had a pillow? It's incredible. Truly, these are the times of glory. Praise Asala. She has given me a fair chance to catch up. Others want to be the next tail woman, but it will go to the one who proves herself. I am more motivated. It will be me. It must be me. I owe her that. One day we will number enough to make Asala divine. Praise be to that day. She will bring rains to the Vastiri and glory to our people. Glorious!
The Titans built monuments to themselves. Now they are the monuments.
I could use your assistance, traveler.
He won't last long unaided.
Amazing work. Oh, I didn't realize I was in the presence of someone such as yourself. I have only humble trinkets, but whatever I have, I offer to you. With a very special discount in your honor, of course. I've taken this route for many years. I hold some hope that the bazaar will once again become a trade hub, like it was in ancient times. But, yes, the path is not without its dangers. My treasured Rex took off into the sands. I hope he'll come back. He's a headstrong one, like me. Answers to Dabu. Or doesn't answer, as it were. Struck off on my own several years ago. It's tough, surviving the Vastiri without a caravan. But I like the freedom. Don't get me wrong, I miss home. But the expectations there were quite rigid. I'm hoping to get a cart full of worthwhile goods and haul it on down to the Karui archipelago. I hear there's water there, everywhere, as far as the eye can see. Ridiculous, right? I've got to see it for myself.
I will follow my orders to the letter. Do not doubt my loyalty. Deception is our life. Yet I still believe Kulamak's forces will not attempt to steal back his divine spark during the current crisis. It would do nothing for them if the beast is successfully regrown. We should be more honest with our allies if we are to earn their trust long term.
Jinn are capricious beings. Even caged, they should be approached with care. The Jinn withdraw. Their bargain is fulfilled.
Are you serious? I finally convinced the Serpent Clan to free me. I will give you something to leave me alone. Choose. What do you care? You're not going to free me. Fine. I fled. Kulamak personally assaulted our caravan, and I ran for my life. Everyone else died, and rose again to serve the Abyssals. We should all have run. It was foolish to fight. I am no coward, and I'll never submit. Where do you wear such a jewel exactly? Oh, disgusting. Insufferable Zanawa!
Their power persists. Their power persists.
Fire automaton!
Thank you for returning me to my place of service. Please, allow me to repay you. Choose. My crime is my own. I suffer and serve so that I may redeem myself. Please, do not do me the kindness of conversation. I do not deserve it. An amulet for the worthy.
The Serpent Clan rises once more.
Repugnant
Begone
either.
now, foul serpent!
What happened to the Sarkari? Who are you? I should slay you where you stand!
I am Jado. Now stay your blade. I am not your enemy.
As Sekima of the Ardura, I demand you explain yourself!
Very well. We learned that someone was planning an attack on the gifting of water. I infiltrated the Sarkari to protect the first barrier.
Who is this we?
The Order of the Jinn.
So, Zarka's suspicions are true. You have started to replenish your ranks. Who attacked you?
A rogue sect of Ferrodin, who stand against you. Their leader calls himself Prince Azmadi.
More false titles! How did you let a pack of stray dogs best you?
They had help from the Serpent Clan.
Of course. They swore vengeance for the death of their queen at Keth.
Even then, I should have been able to hold them off. But Azmadi, he had strange abilities, powers beyond his own. He invoked the name Zarak. They've taken the first barrier, and they left in the direction of Kima.
Then we must give chase. Come, let us return to Mayakara. I have not yet decided whether I support this rebuilding of the Order of the Jinn. The Maraketh are already committed to protecting the world. I am already committed. It is dangerous to have a rogue element operating unseen, no matter how well-intentioned they may be. Jaman Ra was a worthy opponent, and was given a warrior's death. This Azmadi is a craven dog, assaulting our traditions directly. He will not receive recognition when he dies. Move swiftly.
Greetings. I was sent to infiltrate the Selkari and guard the first barrier. I failed, and now I must hunt it down and retrieve it.
What is this Azmadi trying to do with it?
He is trying to get to Kima before we do. He may be trying to enact the gifting himself as some sort of claim to power. Or he may have something darker in mind.
I will not allow him to defile our traditions.
Neither will I. Azmadi possessed powers I have only seen the most gifted tale women wield. I believe they call it Chronomancy. He channeled time itself, as if it was an element to bend to his will. This power was not his own. He called out to Zarak to aid him.
Zarak? The ancient Jinn locked in the depths of the original trial of the Sekimas.
I believe so. This may be part of a plan. Perhaps. The first barrier is the only one left powerful enough to carry Zarak's essence.
He is trying to escape his punishment.
That might be the case. If there is indeed a plan at work, we must be careful not to play into the schemer's hands. If Azmadi has been empowered by Zarak, they must have met. And to have met, Azmadi must have completed the ancient trial of the Sekimas.
Nonsense! The mere notion is absurd!
Is it? In your heart of hearts, do you believe it impossible that the Ferrodin survived the test? Perhaps he made it to Zarak. Then, facing his doom, cut a deal.
I suppose such a thing is possible. In recent days, I have met many capable Ferrodin who are worthy to join us.
Indeed. If he did complete the trial, he may be attempting to supplant you and make a bid for Sekima of Sekimas.
The Akaras would never follow him.
Are you absolutely certain of that?
These are strange times.
We are a small but dedicated group. Orphans only. One from each culture on Rayclast. Our leader, June Ortoy, has been rebuilding the Order for the last 20 years in secret. I do not know what happened 2 decades ago. She refuses to talk about it. All we can do is look forward. The time has come for us to fight, to save this world. And we shall succeed, or die trying. We have been watching you since you helped slay Jaminara. Sometimes the catalyst appears, an exceptional individual in a time of great need. The Godslayer was one such catalyst. Perhaps you are as well? We can certainly hope. I will not speak for June. She will introduce herself when the time is right. Goodbye.
Yes.
Hello? So the Order of the Jinn has been rebuilding these last 20 years. I suspected this was the case. The other tale women talk of movements in the shadows, tombs found open, artifacts stolen. When these powerful relics never appeared in the hands of the Farad'n, I knew it had to be someone more trustworthy. There are tales we tell, and tales we do not tell. The Order has long fought to preserve this world. You would do well to earn their trust, young one. Risu's training is coming along well. She has a mind for tales. And she is ready to replace me. I'm going to go on a journey. I'd like to visit all the places I've been describing my whole life. Izomir, Namakanui. I hear Trathus has rather invigorating vapors. Don't act so shocked. I've done my duty. It's time to live a little. Especially if the world is about to end. The pools of Katal. I was young and spry last time I dared their rejuvenating depths. Long ago, there was a tail man. Yes, that's right, a male tail woman. It's true. He had a unique gift for shaping water. His Arcara was beset by creatures of darkness in the early years of the Winter of the World, before the Alliance was forged. It was the cold season, and the river had frozen. They built a fortress out of ice, but water was scarce. Ironic, yes. Being surrounded by water, even defended by it for months, but dying of thirst. Katal sensed water. He knew not where. He pulled with all his mystic might. He lifted his hands to the sky, beseeching the winds. The winds did not answer. This was long before Garukan tamed them. Katal would not give up. He tore at something, water somewhere, and finally it emerged from beneath. It ripped from the ground in great geysers, bringing both water and warmth. Not only that, the water collapsed the enemy's tunnels, crushing an entire legion of creatures. His Akara was saved. But Katal turned to dust. He gave his very soul in the effort. We honor his sacrifice still, by stopping at his mud pools on the way to the gifting of water. The Selkari were attacked. This is exactly why we keep their location secret. These criminals deserve the greatest punishment we can give. Elbala's prison is free.
Too long have the Farad'n bent beneath the Maraketh boot heel. We were penned to the desert's edge, called lesser, denied even the right to exist. Every revolt broke upon the same stone. No legitimacy, no voice the Akaras would heed. So I made a new covenant. Zarok, keeper of the ages, showed me the path through the trial of the Sekemas, and lent me the strength to walk it. I passed. The first Farad'n in history. In that moment, the lie of our illegitimacy died. When I take the mantle of Sekema of Sekemas, every Akara will be bound by oaths and custom to obey me. Not just the Maraketh, not just the Farad'n, all of the Vastiri. They will not dare question my rule. And with Zarok's gift, I will unite this land beneath my banner for all time.
This is where the gifting would normally be enacted. It seems they have made their way into the sacred chamber. This could bode ill for Rashi. I will open the way. Make haste.
Endure, Rashi. The desert's thirst dies today. Your people passed mine into shadow. Now we rise!
Piercing thrust!
The Paradon shall rise! The Paradon shall rise!
I have seen what has come and what will be.
And I will see it done! Death from every angle! The Paradon shall rise! Our time is now! Paradon shall rise! Watch where you stand! I am Legion! From every angle! I am Legion!
Asala's throne is not yours to claim.
It is done. The first barrier is safe. I will take it back to the surviving Sarkari.
No. We must conduct the gifting of water as soon as possible.
You would still enact a ritual after such disruption?
Yes. Greater things are at stake. The Maraketh must unify so that we can go to war. Let us return and prepare.
Was impressive work. You may not see the Order of the Jinn in Oriath, but we'll be there, doing what we can. May you have warm nights on your journey.
The gifting of water went well. We are ready. I will make preparations. We shall meet you in King's March. Fight to the last.
Hello. Goodbye.
All is well. I know nothing of this Orient, but if you need us, we will answer. If I am to die in this war, I will do so gladly, as part of a family. Calm day.
Speak up. I knew you would not let us down. In turn, we will not let you down. The Maraketh have been roused to war, and it is war we shall bring. If this is the end of times, then we will forge one last great tale to tell before Necrata. The sum total of life's meaning. And it will be glorious. To Oriath, young one. I will tell your tale.
I have long considered it a mistake to bind souls to Varius. Not only is the punishment egregious, but it allows them to persist long past their time. Zarok achieved many great things during the war against the Abyssals, but his ambition outgrew his sense. Now he remains to torment us, when he should have passed from this world long ago. He worked closely with the Tailwomen of the era, and stole their wisdom, becoming the first Chronomancer. If he has lent his powers to Azmadi, this will not be a simple contest of strength. It will be far more dangerous than that. I can still see this place as it was. There was so much life, color, noise, children playing in that fountain, merchants selling wares. Nothing but dust and wind now. Let us seek out Doryani's reserves, whatever they may be.
Before us stands Mount Clair, the most isolated peak in the Azmiri ranges. At its summit, you will find the Quachik Vault. There is no predicting the state of those within. If their discipline and loyalty endure after all these generations, they will know us by a certain phrase. Tell them, the time of the sparrow has come.
I will give them this message.
If they will not listen, I will come to assist you. Remember, subdue them, but do not kill them. They will fight for us one way or another. In my youth, all I wanted was power. I was the smartest, the sharpest. I rose to prominence on sheer force of will. Once I became the right hand of Queen Atziri, I realized that the system of merit I believed in was an illusion. Knowledge and science were merely ruthless tools for the nobles in their mad quest for eternal dominion. I had no power. I was a slave. From then on, I spent every spare moment secretly pursuing ways to save my people. I placated Atziri and the nobles by day, but fought a war against death itself by night. The flesh, the soul, machinery, time itself. No possibility was left unexplored. If all else failed, that is what the Quachik Vault was for. Should the entire world be ravaged by the cataclysm, some Vaal would still remain, deep in the most remote mountain. The final and most desperate contingency. I am wary now after hearing about the people living in sunken Utzal in your era. Isolation and containment drove them to horrific ends. There were systems put in place in Quachik to avoid such problems, but the vault was never intended to last this long. If the people in the vault are still healthy and sane after all this time, it will be proof that the Vaal are indeed worthy of my extreme efforts. If they are not, I already suspect what might have gone wrong. The cataclysm came sooner than I'd hoped. The full complement of originally intended inhabitants was not achievable. I had to fill out the ranks with some candidates that I had previously ruled out due to their religious proclivities. Blood rituals and sacrificial rites were not uncommon in the Empire, but I disdain such wastefulness. More than that, religion tends to spread in confined spaces. I can only hope sanity has prevailed within the vault. Go.
Just between us, the existence of this quad-shaped vault gives me pause. How many other plans does Doryani have in motion? Keep your eyes open. I am struggling to reconcile two men. One is history's greatest monster, maligned across Rayclast's written and oral traditions. The other is a man we brought back from the past, one who portrays himself as desperately trying to save his people. Are they one and the same? He accepts responsibility for the things he has done, claiming they were necessary. I suppose I have no moral high ground to stand on. Doryani could not have done any of what he did if I had not grown the beast. Move swiftly.
Welcome to Mount Crier. Not the friendliest speaking the Rangers. Keep your footing, keep your wits. You might just leave with both intact. If not, well, these slopes are littered with folk who made the same mistake. I know the one. Once a proud hunter, now lost to madness. Put her kin to the spear, 'cause the spirit told her to. So she says. More likely the snake. If you could deal with her, you'd be doing us all a favor. And probably her as well. Some call him a genius. Others, monster. The truth is usually somewhere in between. Me, I say power like his comes with a cost. And it's never the one wielding it who pays. Remember that the next time you go thinking you're on the same side. I am troubled by stories of deception. By voices that are not the spirit. There's someone out there misleading us. Whispering in our ears. Leading us to our dooms. It sounds like our stories of the snake. But of that, I know little. Hasn't troubled us for generations. An elder would know better than I. See you on the next hunt.
Good day to you. I'm Heldra. Been roaming the world for some time now, hunting all manner of beasts. And as soon as I get my arse back to Mount Crier, it's all turned to shite. My tribe has fled the region. Someone was roughing them up. I got one guess who. Lythara, a skilled hunter from a neighboring tribe, has lost her mind. She and her followers drove my people out. Then she turned on her own. I'd sort her out myself, but she packs quite a punch. If you're heading up the mountain, you'll have to deal with her. But there's something else I'd ask of you. There's one beast I've not been able to best. A Yeti, deep within the caves of Mount Crier. A truly fearsome bastard. Many claim to have seen him, just not up close. One thing's certain, though. You'll hear him. Oh, an unmistakable howl against the icy winds. Seek him out, slay him, and bring me his tusks. I'll make it worth your while. Outstanding. Be careful. He's a tough bugger. The spirit is a load of codswallop, if you ask me. Have nothing more to say on it. All right then, you nosy blighter. Let me tell it as it is. I'm a hunter, I run the woods, the fields, and I've tracked many beasts. Yet I've never heard a voice or saw a light leading me. It's always just been me. Alone. The spirit stayed silent when my dear brother lay starving. Nor did it light up the night when my ailing mother was lost to the wilderness. Even if it does exist, what use is it? In a world brimming with pain and misery. For nothing. There's living Vaal in Mount Crier. Well, I'll be damned. The stories are true. It's not some children's tale from the elders, but a yarn we weave on the winter solstice. Many generations ago, a Vaal named Uramoti came to us and wanted to buy a mountain from the Azmadi. You can't buy a mountain, it's nonsense. They simply exist. So we let him pass. Countless Vaal marched up there, trying to capture Mount Crier. Well, they busied themselves, certainly, as eventually they went silent. We assumed they died up there, trying to buy the mountain from the sky. Perhaps they did make a deal, but with Prospero instead. He'd be the type to sell you a mountain. Been hunting that Yeti in the proper season these last 5 years. Oh, he's a shifty one. I follow his howl, but I think he knows. I think he's got the sense. I bet he feels the hair on his neck stand up when I'm on his trail. He'll never feel you coming, though. Doesn't know your scent.
Dear mountain-born of Crier, another solstice is upon us. We shall be joined at the week's end by the fine hunters of Draelin for a feast most spectacular. Ready the meat and the mead. Bring your most splendid of songs. We shall dance and sing merry into the longest night. Spirit guide you always. Elder Crovin Maddox.
My kin died by the spirit's will. You'll die by mine. You are truly insane. Wind fury. Fury! Submit to the stone! Winds obey me! Consider this a mercy. Today you die, overgrown monkey.
Well, look at you then. Quite the hunter. Oh, these'll fit in nicely with my trophy collection. I thank you. Perhaps we can work together again sometime. Go well.
Back again, eh? Never seen such a woeful misunderstanding of the spirit in all my days. Don't know what possessed her to think she were doing its work. Spirit never asked me to kill an innocent. And if it did, well, I'd have to question my own sanity. Don't feel good putting someone down. But don't lose any sleep over it. Truth is, a lot of people are dead because of her. And now, no more will be.
My will.
Winter Owl has heard your name.
He does not command.
I am Elder Maddox. Your silencing of the wayward spear has calmed the spirit. Here, I observe the biting chill of the gale, while I mourn our losses. The Winter Owl blesses you, and the spirit concedes. I have little time left in this world, and I am on my last adventure. From here, I shall observe winter across 3 weeks of night. Then I shall join the wisdom of owls who came before me. Before you depart, I bear a gift. Choose wisely. Traveler, it is my choice, my decision. I've lost greatly. In a moment's hesitation, I allowed untold suffering to befall my tribe. So now, I observe, not as penance, not for forgiveness, just so. I saw what was coming. The wayward spear and her people. They lost sight of the spirit. They fell to the promises of the snake. I should have acted, but I did not. And now, I observe, alone. The spirit is all things. The spirit is the world, and it is us. But the snake stands alone. The snake whispers, lies, manipulates. It has been so since the time of the Mother Soul. And now it speaks as the spirit, but is not, leading the foolish to ruin. The Mother Soul was hope, the will to carry on, no matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice, no matter the consequences. The people of the mountains cut ties with the Mother Soul long ago. We know not why, only that it happened. The first children might be the only ones that could recall such things now. Is this story time? The first children were sent to us for protection. They were nothing but trouble, banished into the wastes despite the ash and famine. Tragic. The people of the mountains were very proud of the last children, though. Solari, Lunari, and Viridia, of course. I know that you know them. How could you not? Solari and Lunari are right there in the sky. And Viridia is beneath your very feet. You tease an old man. Leave me be. Winter, watch over you.
Etched into the mountain Kraya, for the glory of the Vaal, 200 gave their lives in service to the Queen. Many more would have died if not for Jaquani's constructs. All this for the glory of Vastiri. Uromoti, architect of expansion.
Nothing but its own hunger. Another soul core. Now, where to use it?
One day soon, the Vaal will spread from this place like wildfire. The decline in detected corruption that began 20 years ago continues at pace. Soon, we will reach the threshold left for us by our great forebears. Ready yourselves! Solin and I have long served you, crafting the blood euphorics and eradicating pain. No longer. We must be sharp-eyed and sharp-minded. After countless years, our now is about to become at long last. We will be remembered as the heroes that went forth and repopulated. You may now couple and bear children as you wish. The carnal pleasures are ours once more. The limit is lifted. The new Vaal Empire begins here. Now, with us.
We have one task, and one task alone. To survive with our dignity intact. It is the dignity of the Vaal, of all those who came before. We were born in this vault, and we will die in this vault. We are not allowed the freedoms we read of, the freedoms we dream of. We cannot couple for love, or have children as we choose. We cannot choose our roles. We cannot wander an open world as we see fit. We must accept that our now is not at long last, and we must bring stillness to the dream. As your new High Priest, alongside my sister, I will endeavor to bring calm to your minds, to bring numbness to the pains in our hearts. That is the greatest calling our now has to offer.
Listen now. The time of the sparrow has come.
What nonsense do you speak?
No matter. Now you die!
You will sacrifice
of the Vaal!
Ravage!
It stands the test of time!
Ravage!
We live for one another! Chaos unleashed!
Raging blood!
It stands the test of time! Chaos unleashed!
Opportunity!
Our sacrifice is long remembered! The epic of a time long forgotten!
Ravage!
I will avenge you, sister! Hey, get full of your tools! Lineage of the Vaal! Submit!
Doryani lives. If you wish to as well, then kneel.
Fools! Did you not hear the code phrase?
Is it really you?
Vastiri? Doryani himself? I am not worthy!
You seem sane enough. The spirit of the Vaal endures. Assemble yourselves. The time has come. You will march forth unto war.
As you wish, Master Thaumaturge.
Let us meet back in King's March. The Quachik shall join our cause.
The Quachik may have joined our cause, but that will last only as long as we share a common enemy. Be wary. If we do manage to stop the Twilight Order and slay the beast, we may suddenly have more to worry about. Whatever it takes.
Good day. Hunt, like it's nice to see you. You moving on? Aye, I should as well. Good luck with that, Dory Earth and whatnot. Should you end up blowing yourselves up again, try to escape back this way, maybe. Hunt like it's your last.
Up for another hunt.
You crested Mount Crier and live to tell the tale. Few can claim that. Fewer still who ain't Azmadi. I'm sure your path now leads elsewhere. But no, you'll always be welcome here.
This will be a war for the very soul of Reklast. I can imagine no greater battle, no greater cause. If we are to die, we will die well. Fight to the last.
So this is King's March. Huh. Quite the marvel. And Danik's Forge. Oh, what I wouldn't give for some of that gear. We're ready and waiting. Right behind you. Stick to the cairns.
The Vaal shall stand with Rayclast against the beast. If we had this alliance in my era, things would have turned out differently. Let us make things right. This must be the last cycle of history.
Welcome. It has been thousands of years since I've seen an alliance such as this. Rayclast has finally united the way I always hoped it would. Come, let us plan our assault on Oriath.
I've been working on a strategy of sorts.
Indeed, the time of heroes is upon us once more.
How can I be of aid? The time has come. We can only hope our alliance will be enough. That fateful hour, a return to Oriath. We can set sail immediately.
Let us show the world that we will not allow it to be destroyed.
With our forces united, we set sail from King's March and head for Oriath. But as we approached, the unthinkable took place. We were too late. My worst fears have come to pass. The world is consumed by madness once more. Our last hope for refuge is the ziggurat of Exile. Perhaps Doryani's preparations will shield us while we plan our next move. It appears Doryani truly does have a plan for every contingency.
Well, I wasn't expecting to see you quite so soon. Least of all back here.
It is unfortunate that we meet this way, but I am glad you are safe, Miss Valai.
I've been quite busy studying that blood magic tome I found. If I'm honest, I'm quite amazed how much it seems to have sunk in already. In any case, welcome back. It's a good thing we resolved our differences when we did. Without Doryani, we'd have died out there. I saw the sky, the people. They were... well, let's just say I now understand why Vaal ruins look the way they do. If it helps, history does tell of a slow recovery after a cataclysm. It will likely take some time to set things right.
This is the worst possible outcome, but I remain resolute. We mustn't give up.
Every bit of corruption you cleanse helps rebuild the Rayclast we knew. We've at least got to try. I've heard about that massive pillar of flame you've spotted. Try to get to it as quickly as you can. I imagine anyone else that's seen it will be trying to get there before you.
I will get there as soon as I can. But what do you think it means?
I've not got a clue, but I'll do some research and get back to you.
Who'd have thought we're finally back at it? Guess we got you to thank. Or to blame.
I am pleased for you, Master Tujen. Duty falls upon those with power.
The others have got their particular interests. I'm mainly here in search of an ancient rowdy gang called the Black Scythes. Gotta scratch up their relics and try to piece together what happened to them. They were a group of mercenaries that accompanied the first expedition. Their founder, a particularly heroic warrior by the name of Varana, shared ties to my bloodline.
Ah, so this is a matter of honor. Say no more, I understand.
Used to think it might change something if I found out what happened to her. Now I just want to finish this quest and be done with it. Been half my bloody life at this point. She was a fearsome and irrepressible warrior. Even defied his lordship, the Third. And somehow won his respect for it. I like those who make their own way.
She sounds like a kindred spirit. Most intriguing.
Her fate here on Rayclast was unknown, but I have a feeling she's still kicking about. A burning spirit like that never goes down without a legendary fight.
A true warrior spirit.
We meet again. Your exploits inspired us to come out of retirement, so to speak. The Grand Four are once again searching for the Triskelion flame. Reclass could sorely use its power in this time of darkness and despair.
You Kalgurans are so joyful. It is replenishing. But yes, now our amazing tale begins. Do I sense a great sadness behind his boasts?
Hello again. I mean, that is to say, my husband's told me all about you. You're the local that caused such a ruckus. I'm Gwenin, his luckier half, and his more exhausted half. Let's put you to work then, shall we? When you've been on a quest as long as I have, you tend to wind down a bit. Sometimes I get the whole gang back together for a run or two. But mostly, it's just me. Over and over. Yet another cataclysm on Rayclast. What happened this time? You didn't reach Oriath soon enough? When exactly did it happen? The ship had just gotten to the harbor. All right. Tell me everything. I'll memorize every detail for posterity. And I'll have Alva write it down. Her pluckiness really gets on a person's nerves over the years. Or so I assume that it would, eventually. He and the children are why I do what I do. And I'll never give up, even if it all seems hopeless. The relics of our ancestors are where they're supposed to be now, at least. Which is to say, scattered all over? Ugh, this job is pure chaos. Chaos? Why would you ask me about them?
Luck means nothing to me. Only power.
We're back on the trail of the Triskelion flame. Our grand quest has resumed once more. I'm a little fearful, but also excited. I have a good feeling about this.
It's good to see you out here, Sir Rog. I know you will achieve great things.
Oh, the mind is willing. Let's see how the body goes. I am bound by honor to discover the fate of Uhtred and the Order of the Chalice on Rayclast. I'll trade you for any relics that you find with their marks and runes.
Order of the Chalice? They sound interesting. Tell me this tale.
They were the primary priesthood and religious order that went in with the initial ships to Rayclast.
I did not know Kalgurans were religious types. What kind of priests were they?
Not quite the type you have out here. They interpreted the stars and the workings of mysterious forces, such as alchemy and runes.
Oh, they were tale women. We are not so different after all.
I've always wanted to join the Order. I quite like the idea of spending my days in a laboratory doing research. Thousands of years ago, the last news coming back home painted Uhtred in quite the negative light.
I can imagine this pain. His honor was blackened, yes?
Some called him a traitor, but the details were sparse and confusing. I'm here to clear his name or condemn him. The truth shall stand above all.
Life in the desert depends on such skills.
Hello, Outlander. I spent my life studying you in our archives. I can't believe I get to meet one of you in the flesh. This will be an interesting time. We did not have access to the trial in the Quachik Vault. We entreated the favor of Chaos several times over the centuries, but they were not interested. There were very few possibilities in the vault. All of us were dedicated and disciplined to our cause, so there was no infighting. No dramatic turns. Boring to watch, I imagine. I am intrigued by Alva's existence. We were sent to the vault to act as a failsafe for the Vaal, should they be wiped out. Her bloodline proves that at least some of us survived on the outside. Perhaps, despite all of Master Doryani's efforts, the best plan was simply to have faith and let the spirit of our people win through. The first generation sealed in the Quachic vault passed down stories about you. I never thought you were real. But here you are, with Master Doryani no less. Truly, this is a time of wonders. We thought you were a curse sent to plague us, but you may be our salvation instead. In the vault, we had our duties, and little else. I spent my free time reading tomes in the archives. They contained highly detailed information about Grey-classed plant life, animal life, and surface cultures. I thought I knew everything. But knowing is nothing next to seeing. As I understand it, the Vaal were a shining beacon of power that kept the world safe. They were surrounded by savage cultures that burned, pillaged, and ravaged Grey-classed. Without us, modern life must have been quite terrifying. Am I wiping that all away? The cataclysm may have been a blessing in disguise. The Maraketh were not so bad, according to our tomes. They were militaristic and headstrong. Criminals were tattooed and cast out for a time. The intention was good, but the implementation was wasteful. They should have been using all that blood and those organs for more useful ends. In Quachic, we used everything we possibly could. Nothing discarded. A few tomes describe the Karwi as rabid, deceased animals that ate each other and fought for dominance. I don't know if I believe that, though. One account was very different. It was a diary. A noble woman fell in love with a Karwi man from the Rongokurai tribe. She described them as a culture of poetic warriors with intensely strong communal bonds. A biased source, clearly, but a strong note of dissension among the texts. I've never read anything about these Ezomytes, as you call them. The system of runes you describe is also unfamiliar to me. To be quite honest, the concept of runes sounds like a jest, and I am not your fool to toy with. Thrartus is now home to a culture of exiles from the Eternal Empire. I've never heard of this Eternal Empire. They sound like upstarts who took advantage of our absence. In our era, Thrartus was inhabited by scattered tribes that originally came from the south. They found the slightly warmer climate to their liking. That, and the geological vapors. They were described as quite intoxicating. Beware those altars.
I am Solin. I will assist you in any way I can, for Doryani has ordered me to do so. Conversation beyond that is not required. It was my understanding that there were 5 Breach Lords. Zesht was not one of the names I learned. I do know that the Cult of Purple Flame believed, strangely enough, that the Breach Lords would one day unite into a single being named Zeshtula. If that is not what you faced. Not exactly. I wonder if they attempt to merge as prophesized. But something went wrong. The missing factor seems to be Chayula. Among the mysterious Breach Lords, Chayula alone had followers here on Rayclast, and historically was successfully communicated with by the Maraketh on at least one occasion. That means, fundamentally, Chayula shares some aspect of thought with us. He is not a mindless ravager. We have no idea what his agenda truly is, of course. But if he is not part of Zesht, it may be in our interest to find him. Collect more otherworldly remnants.
You're finally awake. That's a small consolation. We have lost so much. The Hooded One used the weapon to keep us alive during the Cataclysm. We were too close. It absorbed too much energy and was shattered. I retain only a piece of it. The situation is grim. The Hooded One has become comatose. Rayclast has been devastated and is no longer habitable. Grieving would only be a waste of precious time. We must face reality and make difficult choices. We are living the worst possible outcome, but I did anticipate every contingency. Before us is a translocation device, which should allow us to open portals to a wide range of coordinates across Rayclast. With this, we can reclaim the world from the grasp of corruption so that civilization can one day return to its former heights. There was some damage, but while you were unconscious, we worked to repair the machine. I believe it will function as desired, but it must be tested. That is where you come in. By placing waystones in the machine, they will help calibrate the journey. The corruption at the destination will respond to both the energies we use and that we ourselves expect to find. Let us use this malleability to our advantage. Let us see if the machine is still capable.